We really have seen a delectable medley of footballing splendour this afternoon. I didn't know what way to turn. I was so excited. I was so enthralled. The football was truly fantastic. And a combination of Mikel Arteta and super Frank Lampard have actually come together to relegate Leeds United. Both Arsenal and Everton have won today, which is huge for both ends of the table. For Arsenal, what a statement. What a result. What a fantastic... I'm going to call it performance, but bear with me. It wasn't a fantastic performance in the true sense of the word, but they fought hard. They were desperate, they were determined, and they did what they had to do. They got the goals, and then it got scrappy, but they didn't lose their heads. You know, when Leeds United made it a fight, Luke Ayling sent off, when it became one of those it was a war of attrition. It became quite a spiteful match. Arsenal kept their heads. Granit Xhaka, for example, did not get embroiled into the turmoil that could have cost Arsenal. And when Leeds United got back into the game, Arsenal were clever, they were shrewd, and they did exactly what they had to do. And I must be honest, I've been very damning towards Arsenal, towards Mikel Arteta. I was surprised that he got the new deal when he did. The timing of it, rather than the fact that it happened, I thought was off. But they are looking like a side totally capable and in keeping with Champions League teams. What a sentence that is. Arsenal fans must be hearing that and purring at the prospect of their team competing with Europe's elite. Today, they got it done. Eddie Nketiah, the hero, the man who I said would not be able to score the goals to propel that club into the Champions League, the man that I said was going to cost them, is actually going to take them there. I hold my hands up. Nketiah, I did not think he had it in him. You know, when we were thinking, is it going to be Tottenham? Is it going to be Arsenal? And you look at the firepower of Tottenham, you look at what Harry Kane has, you look at what Heung-min Son has at his disposal. Heung-min Son, one of the best left-sided players all season. Harry Kane, one of the most talented strikers in the world. Eddie Nketiah is an answer to a problem and a hole that has been left by Lacazette and Aubameyang and whoever else. I thought that it was troublesome and I thought that it would actually cost Arsenal. But Nketiah today scores the 2 goals to guide his team to victory. Arguably, if we're going to be slightly harsh, maybe he should have scored more. Maybe he could have scored 4. But he got the goals and that is all that matters. And now, Arsenal are a mere 1 point behind Chelsea. Can you believe that? They are 1 point behind Chelsea. And, I have to admit it, Chelsea's position in top 3 is in jeopardy. What I'm not prepared to hear is that there is any conversation around Chelsea finishing in the top 4. Chelsea will finish in the top 4. Chelsea will play in the European Cup next season. That is non-negotiable. But could Arsenal elevate to 3rd? I think there's potential because Chelsea are in a terrible state at the moment. Thomas Tuchel is getting it so wrong and we are making mistakes and unforced errors. So yes, Chelsea are vulnerable and I am dreading the cup final. Arsenal, there's a momentum, there's a belief, there's a heartbeat. And yes, they will be looking at 3rd spot, but Chelsea will play in the European Cup next season. And that is all that matters. Will Arsenal join Chelsea? Oh, it's so tough, isn't it? Tottenham had a very good result yesterday, but Arsenal are now in dreamland because the dream scenario for Arsenal has now become a reality. Arsenal are genuinely living the dream. The dream is as follows. If you are a football club going to play away from home in an intense derby, a hateful derby with so much jeopardy, so much at stake, you want to be able to go there with a cushion. And Arsenal, listen to these beautiful words if you are an Arsenal fan. Arsenal can go to White Hart Lane, lose, and it not really matter. Arsenal have got themselves into the most privileged of circumstance. They are allowed to lose a North London derby, and if they get everything else right, it will not have any bearing on their season. It will not matter. And that is a luxury that they've earned. They deserve it, they've earned it. But they have got themselves into a position where they can go there and it not really affect anything because they have built up a 4-point cushion. 1 point behind Chelsea, 4 above Tottenham. Arsenal need to not blow it from here. It would be a catastrophe for them to blow it. And let's face it, they aren't really looking like they will. Even today, if you analyse the performance of Odegaard, just truly brilliant, absolutely superb. Martinelli, another great performance. And Nketiah with the goals. There does seem to be a fluency and a rhythm to this Arsenal team. So, can they do it? Can they hold on? I'm inclined to start thinking that they can. I've said that Conte will reign supreme in North London, and I'm not quite ready to revise that yet, but I've already owned up. Nketiah, I didn't think he had it in him. Put my hands up, literally. Look, I told you. Nketiah, I got it wrong. Mikel Arteta has also surprised me. But now, I think it might be time for some of you to hold your hands up. Frank Lampard is going to keep Everton up. Frank Lampard is going to relegate Leeds. And when you think about the history that Frank Lampard has with Leeds United, when you think about the antipathy and aggression from Leeds United fans towards Frank Lampard, the way that they view him, the way that they talk about him, the way that they sing about him, even until today, this is huge. What Frank Lampard has achieved at Everton is truly, truly shocking. And considering what a wretched season Everton have had, something special is brewing there. There is a belief. There is also harmony and happiness on the Gladys Street. The fans genuinely seem to be pulling in the same direction. And I almost feel like the fans have taken responsibility to drag their team away from that relegation zone. It's almost like the fans of Everton said, do you know what? Enough is enough. We are not going to be relegated. We shall not go down, and we are going to do everything in our power, even if it means waking Chelsea players up at 3 a.m. We're going to do everything in our power. I have no issue with that, by the way. On some level, I respect it. They have to keep their club up. And I think the fans have decided that that's going to happen. Frank Lampard is the perfect fit to orchestrate that togetherness. He did it at Chelsea. Chelsea post-Sarri wasn't a happy place. Frank Lampard, that season, when we got to the cup final in the last 16 of the Champions League and finished in the top 4, Frank Lampard was the perfect balance. Fans in the stadium adoring, following him around. It was just amazing. Tomori at the back, Tammy in attack, and Chelsea are going to win the Champions League, as the song went, all under the guiding light of Frank Lampard. So it's massive, but what a bad week for Leicester. A truly, truly terrible week. And it wasn't in the script, really. I don't think many people saw Everton getting something from today. But they have. And now Everton are a point ahead of both Burnley and Leeds with a game in hand. Leeds are on 34, the same as Burnley, but are in effect a point behind because their goal difference is awful. They're minus 35, while Burnley's not too bad at minus 17. Both have 3 games to go, while Everton have 4. But Frank Lampard, dare I say it, is looking suspiciously like Sam Allardyce. He has come into that club, elevated belief, shown you how limited Rafael Benitez was, and Everton will be playing in the Premier League next year at the expense of Leeds United. What a surprising turn of events. I've loved it, and we've now got Man City to look forward to. I'm going to get stuck into that. I do hope you've enjoyed this review. If you have, please give it a like. Please click subscribe. I love you. I'm out.